This meeting is being recorded.
All right, we're live,
Hello?
Chris.
Yeah, you're gonna steal my thunder already. Okay.
I was giving you
Hello,
a lead. I was
Just,
giving
just
you a
stop.
lead in.
Just
I
stop.
was
Just stop.
giving you a lead
Just,
in.
you're cut off. You're already cut off. I always start first. I don't know why today you thought you're gonna start
Every show
first.
I've given you a lead
It's
in.
always
Watch
me.
the videos. Every show I've
Nope,
given you a
nope,
lead in. I said
nah,
you
whatever.
live every
The
show.
people, the people watch the podcast for me, Ian. I hope you know
They
that.
don't.
They do. Everyone I talk to is like, "Wow, Chris, you're awesome." The other
Everyone you
guy, he's
talk
he's
to is
okay.
only the people you know.
Well, obviously, well, they'll care about you. Do the people you in your life care about you more than me? I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't necessarily think so.
Oh my God. You just
Anyway,
don't.
anyways, this is a dumb conversation. You're just trying to rage bait me. I'm not gonna let that happen. Anyways, welcome to episode 7. Make sure to smash that like button. Where I think we're at like I don't know 300,000 subscribers now. We're getting up there. It's getting kind of ridiculous, honestly. Like the amount of DMs and people hitting me up. It's kind of difficult. All the fame. Anyways, very special episode being that one, we don't have power on Richmond's campus right now, which is awesome. But so yeah, I'm filming in the back of my truck in a parking lot because there's these lights are on randomly. So that's what I'm doing. But it's very nice out, very very perfect temperature. So can't complain. Very comfortable in the back here. But we got an awesome guest, being that we're having one of our hometown buddies, Mr. Romea, joining our podcast. So say hello, Mr. Romea.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me. Very excited to be on pod.
Yeah, and one of the most interesting things about him is that he has the same name as Ian. So now we have two Ians. It's gonna be kind of confusing because I honestly still haven't figured out how to differentiate. I can't even say it. Whatever. I haven't figured out how to say Ian versus Ian. I kind of just say Ian, and I hope like whoever I'm talking to responds to me. Like we need maybe in this podcast can make some new like nicknames or something. You know, like Bot Ian and Cool Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Anything you want to add, Ian?
Yeah.
I meant
It's
other Ian. Sorry.
uh, oh,
Oh,
no.
oh,
See, maybe that is a good
oh.
topic for today. We'll decide how to distinguish the two of us.
See, I was looking at other Ian. I'm sorry. I guess you can't tell who I'm looking at, so it's kind of
Yeah.
hard virtually. Yeah, I didn't really think that through. But yeah.
Um, yeah, we're super excited to have Ian Romea join us today. Um, Wanted to have him on for a while. Actually, like kind of in my mind, last week would have been perfect because Ian, as we'll get into, is a D1 runner, and he helped me get ready in a lot of ways to run the half marathon. But as you know, Maura kind of invited herself on, so we didn't have a lot of flexibility leeway there. But she did a great
Yeah.
job. We're very happy that we had her on. But we're thrilled to
Yeah.
have Ian this week. Um, yeah, maybe we'll get like a part two. I've been getting people interested about more hygiene habits. My parents were really interested in hearing about Maura's hygiene habits. Maybe we could get into
Well,
Ian's
I
hygiene
can.
stuff.
Let me just get a little. I can simplify it for you, like for the people watching. We don't necessarily need another episode to clarify this, but there is no hygiene habits with Mora. Quite frankly, I don't know. I've never seen her shower once. I don't know if she has it, honestly. But yeah, that's enough Mora slander. Um, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, Mora doesn't shower. Ian has Scooby Doo on his bed. Things balance each other out.
Yeah.
I guess they do. Yeah. Well, without further ado, we've kind of already introduced him, but our guest today is Ian Romea. He's a sophomore at St. Joe's University, Pennsylvania. Actually, my mom's alma mater. So go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Yeah, Ian, as we said, D1 cross country track runner. Um, I don't know exactly what his major is. Business something, correct?
Yeah, just switched majors.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll have him share with you. Um, but yeah, Ian, you want to give yourself any more introduction? Anything we're leaving out? Big things.
Well, I run cross country and track at St. Joe's. I actually was coaching Ian for his half marathon for a while.
Mm.
It kind of became a little inconsistent on both ends in some points, but the spirit was there from both of us
Yep.
to get that train moving. Well, it started because we both talked about how we don't have hobbies, how it's hard to have a hobby as a 19-year-old man, and running was the hobby that Ian was considering. So I coached Ian for a little bit. I ran. Yeah, so that's really pretty much do a lot of things. Me and Ian play basketball together. Me and Chris.
I feel like you're just talking about you and Ian. Like, I feel like I haven't got a lot of vibes this way.
Well, me and Ian actually. So the start of that was both of his mom, who is a alma mater of St. Joe's University, and my dad both do the Haddonfield Municipal Alliance, the anti-drug and alcohol program, together. So me and Ian have kind of our lives have been twined up a little for longer than we know. And then me and Chris took a big risk on drafting Chris in our intramural basketball draft. Team blue all the way.
I was goated though.
AP Bio Demon. Shout out to what's that girl's name?
What girl?
The girl who sat with us, who was really quiet, but then she moved tables.
Oh shit! Fuck, I don't. I honestly, no.
What grade was she in? Our grade?
A sophomore when we were seniors in high school.
She didn't talk once.
We didn't talk once.
That was really funny. And then one day she moved away.
Yeah, we really tried.
She was finally laughing at my jokes. She didn't talk all year, and then she finally laughed at a couple of my jokes. And the next day, she moved tables.
Yeah,
literally
Chris wore her down. Like he was fighting.
I would talk to her.
Yeah, we really were trying to make this girl smile. And so for all of you who don't know, my dad worked at the high school that all three of us went to. So a little bit of so my dad's best friend at the high school, one of his two best friends is the bio teacher. So I got all the inside scoop of like all the kids, So the teacher told me that he was very happy that we were like trying to talk to her because she was like a quiet kid who's like, yeah, she was like, oh,
I didn't know that.
He was like, I'm really happy you guys are like trying to get her out of her shell. And then like a week later, she moved tables. Honestly, that might have been the biggest betrayal of my life. Top 3.
It's definitely up there.
Yeah. Probably not the top if I had to guess, but
Ian, Ian, cut it out. Let him believe what he wants to believe.
It's got to be at least in my top 5 biggest betrayals ever. Cassidy,
that's what it was. Cassidy. It was Cassidy. Yes.
On the dome.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was that was me and Chris. So we all played an intramural basketball team together. Also, Ian Talty, league leader in rebounds.
That's right, all-star.
Ian Romea, probably league leader in turnovers.
I dunked.
Chris dunked.
No, you didn't.
It was.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
In warm-ups.
No, in the game.
No, you didn't.
Against who?
Yeah.
I think it was purple. Yeah.
Stop it.
It was a rim grazer. It was a rim grazer. It looked people congratulated me. They said it looked cool because I'm like that. Anyways, yeah. So, thank you, Ian, for your
Yeah.
Ian, do you have any life updates for us? Not other Ian.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I mean, this week was definitely pretty busy week. Had a lot going on. Biggest thing was I had off Friday and I have off tomorrow for Easter. And so I went on Friday to visit my sister at Duke. Saw my parents there, so that was pretty awesome.
No one invited me.
I told you could have come if you wanted to.
It was such a late invite.
You had like school and stuff.
I would have made time.
Okay. Well, that aside, Yeah, it was a great time. Beautiful weather in Durham, North Carolina. Duke's campus, beautiful. Great to see my family. So yeah, very very nice to spend time with them. Very
You
very
flew
nice
there?
couple
Where do you
days.
fly it to?
Charlotte.
Oh, okay. Me too.
I've been to that airport.
Hmm.
Me too.
What
Nice
about
Yeah,
airport.
continue.
what
Sorry.
about, what about you?
Continue.
Anything big this week?
Oh. Um, what happened? I went to Hot Pot today. And it was like all you can eat. So I ate but like if you don't finish everything, you have to pay for it extra. So like then we kept just ordering food. So I ate like probably like 5 pounds of meat. So that was cool. Oh, we for rugby we qualified for nationals. We got an at-large bid,
Woo!
which was cool. Yeah, yeah.
Woo!
Congrats.
So I'll be going to that next weekend.
Sorry.
Thank you. And I like it. I like it. No, it's gonna be deeper barks. They're not like chihuahuas. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, so shout out all the rugby guys. Excited to you know other men in the week. So
Mm.
Yeah.
very exciting. Yeah, tackle some other dudes and hopefully score a lot of tries and hopefully come back with a national championship. That would be cool,
Bring it home.
Oh,
but we'll see. What else happened? Um, played volleyball. That was cool. I haven't played volleyball in a while.
Hmm.
What else happened?
oh.
Oh, I tried cookout for the first time. Crazy how much food you can get for like how cheap, but it's like really awful food.
What's
So
up?
Yeah.
it's like a southern fast food place. There's no inside, there's only drive-through,
Mm.
and essentially it's like you can order like I got like hush puppies and like chicken tenders and French and onion rings and a milkshake for like $8. So yeah, it was good, but yeah, no. They also messed up our order. It was like a whole ordeal. But that was cool. And yeah, I don't know. I've been really finals are coming up, so I've been really busy with school. So yeah, but excited. Semester's coming to a close. It's kind of crazy, kind of weird. I'm not gonna see some of my friends for a while. Um, but yeah, overall good times, and I'm excited for the upcoming week.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
What about you, Ian? Any big updates this week?
Well, I went to so this weekend. This is like kind of running related, but so all of my track I run cross track and track, 2 tracks. So all the track I've been kind of like battled up. So this spring, right around St. Patrick's Day, I got the flu, and then I went straight from the flu into walking pneumonia. So I've been like down and bad. So I tried to come back, but me and my coach decided that it was time to hang him up for the semester. So that was like a pretty big deal, but it was good. It's good to focus on finals and such, which hopefully I do well for. But cool things I did for Easter was that so on Saturday I went to the Lincoln Financial Field, and I took a picture with the Super Bowl trophy.
What?
Both of them, the new one and the old one, both Super Bowl trophies. Took a picture with them. It was pretty cool, pretty awesome. I'd show you too if I could, but it was pretty cool. And then, so we're on the way. We're like about to leave for this Eagles thing, and my sister gets a text from her friend. She's like, "I've got 2 Phillies tickets. Can't sell them. Like, do you want to go?" So we just
What?
went to a Phillies game. Like, great. We went, took some pictures. I was like wearing an Eagles jersey. Took my Eagles jersey off. Put on a Phillies jersey. Went to the stadium. Walked down. So went, and then and they won. Pretty awesome. And we did like, I don't know if you guys have ever done standing room only. So it's like you don't have an actual seat. You just like
Yeah.
stand wherever you want. So we like stood all the way up and like behind a home plate. And it was a very cool view. It was like it was almost like you were watching the game. Like once the ball was in play, it was like you were watching the game on TV. Like you got that like view of the whole field. So it was pretty cool. Then I went again today for Easter. My mom, my dad, and my sister all went, and they lost. Pretty heartbreaking, but it was a cool experience. Like cool to go on Easter. There's a lot of people where it was also the Fanatics' birthday, which is the Phillies mascot.
Oh,
If you don't know, it was the Fanatics' birthday, so they did a whole bunch of they did a little celebration, and it was like cool. It was good energy there. And then I went to church this morning. Easter, the reason for the season.
yeah, nice. Hey.
Yeah, that's really been that was my week this week. Pretty good, pretty solid, and yeah.
It's awesome.
Good to hear, Ian.
Yeah.
Don't steal my thunder, Ian.
Like
Can I just say one thing really quick?
You're gonna steal my thunder. I know you're gonna steal my thunder.
Not gonna steal your thunder. All I'm gonna say is that Phillies thing sounds awesome. The Eagles thing sounds kind of lame. Not gonna lie.
oh yeah.
You could probably come
You
up
would
with-
say that.
You could probably come up with better content. That's just like from a pro podcaster point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Eagles stuff. Nobody wants to hear about that. Nobody
Yeah,
wants
let's
to hear
hope we
about
can
that.
see us. Let's hope you can see us Cowboys NFC Championship berth in your
Ian, the
lifetime.
Cowboys haven't won. Yeah.
In your lifetime, let's hope for you.
Go
Knock on
Birds!
wood. Or
We
not me.
beat the crap out of you every time we play you, Ian. Like, come on.
That's not true, bro. Dak Prescott owns the Eagles, dude.
Wah, 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 wah.
Wow, wow, wow,
He
wow, wow.
owns them. He owns them.
Wow,
Just
wow.
watch what happens this year. He owns them.
Yeah.
All
it's
right,
gonna
continue,
be-
Chris. Go ahead.
Okay.
Big shout out. Happy 20th birthday to Julian. He turned 20 today.
Woo!
On 420 and on Easter. It's a big
Golden
day for
birthday.
everyone. Yeah. And it's his golden birthday, which is even crazier. So, yeah, a lot of fun things for Julian. Yeah, so shout out to Julian. He's doing well. He went home for his birthday, which is cool, I guess. Glad he gets to see his family. Yeah, I don't know. Ian, do you have is there any other updates about like our friends or anything?
Updates about our friends. I don't think so. Not that I know of. I think everybody's doing well. Julian seems to be doing pretty well. I mean, defining decade now. I think maybe we might be seeing a new Julian. Age 20 plus. Could be. I think that's my prediction. I think he's leaving the nasty 19 behind, and he's moving forward. That's just my prediction. I don't know what you think, but I see big things for Julian coming very soon.
I'm glad you're that optimistic.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, Ian, how fat was Julian when you saw him?
He looked good. He actually looked good.
Yeah, he lost 60 pounds.
Yeah, he looked good. He looked
What?
like healthy, happy.
Since when?
He said he lost a
He's
lot of
been-
weight, but I couldn't tell if he was kidding or not.
He's been like, for like wrestling, he's like had he did his like old wrestling stuff, so he lost a lot of weight quickly.
60 pounds?
Yeah. I think so, yeah. I think it was around there. Maybe 50, I don't know. He told me, I forget.
Yeah, he looked
Yeah.
good. You could tell he was feeling good.
It's awesome.
We did the ice bucket challenge. He did Ian, you got nominated. You have 24 hours.
Yeah.
Did
I
you do
know.
yet?
Bro, I'm not really on Instagram like that though, so
Oh, you like to keep it mysterious and nonchalant kind of vibe.
yeah. I mean, it's
Mhm.
like I don't really know what that challenge. Like, I'm just not really like sure what that is. Like, I just don't know.
You know what? It's crazy that we lived through 2 ice bucket challenges in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Like when we were like younger, ice bucket challenge was a thing. Then now ice bucket challenge a thing again. So what's coming back next?
Jesus, maybe
Uh,
second coming.
Like it coming? God did.
Yeah, I was thinking more like neon shirts.
Nike Elite socks.
Oh, I love me some Nike Elite socks. Oh, we still have them?
I have some. They're in the archives.
You know what? I'm waiting. I'm
I
waiting
know
to come
anymore.
back.
Yeah.
When's Fetty Wap gonna make a resurgence?
I still he kind of did actually. Wait, let's see. Is Fetty Wap alive?
1738.
38.
Hey.
Hey. I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello. And no, because again, kind of. Wait, did he die? Oh wait, no, he's not dead. Claim Fetty Wap is dead. False. Okay, which is sorry. Ooh, didn't mean to scare you guys there. I'm down with Fetty Wap. He's got like the whole eye
Wait,
thing too.
do you guys know that XX Tension died?
What?
That was a while ago, right?
No,
Really?
I thought he was still alive.
I just
What's
found
a
his
father?
music and he's pretty fire. Like like
What's a father?
it's a
You guys ever seen
father.
that? What's a father? You guys ever seen that video?
A father, I would say, is someone that has a child.
That
Usually
is true.
biologically.
Yeah, biologically
You can
or
be.
by adoption.
Yeah, you can be a father in a lot of different ways.
And I am your father.
I would say almost every activity we've ever done would disagree with that.
All right, what could you beat me in?
Basketball,
No,
tried and true, proven day in and day out. I've also physically
no.
beaten you. There's images of me beating you in a
I'll
wrestling.
beat you. Next time I see you, I'm gonna beat you up, Ian. I'm
We'll
gonna beat you
see.
up.
We'll see if that
I'm gonna
happens.
beat you up.
What about golf? You guys ever golfed?
I am done. Okay,
We were both
I think I was
we were
actually.
both bad.
I would know. I was better than you.
We were
I'm
both
good
bad.
with an 8 iron. I am good
Stop.
with an 8 iron. I've
Stop.
been practicing.
Okay.
I went to Top Golf a week ago. I am good.
Let's go hit some balls this summer.
We
Let's go
should.
crush some balls. 18
All right.
holes. Go crush
Honestly,
some
it's a
balls
vibe.
on some grass.
I'll go do that.
Yeah. Or we could do something for my 21st birthday.
Mm.
We go to the Atlantic City. It's gonna be just me. That's the problem. Like we
When?
can't do anything
Oh
as
yeah,
all of us because I am the only person who's going to be 21 years old. I
that's
can have my
unfortunate.
first beer alone,
Yeah, that's kind of sad. Ian.
but we'll figure it out. We'll find a way.
Yeah, I don't
But
know. I mean, Ian already has a lot of alcohol in his room, so you can just probably borrow that.
yeah,
Yeah. Um.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any other updates.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But I know.
Yeah, should we maybe do
Um.
a little like question and answer?
Yeah. Like. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I there's something I gotta show you guys though.
okay. Let's hear it.
It's probably gonna pull up a picture. It'll take him a couple
Oh
minutes.
fuck! Wait, sorry, I messed up. Let me pull it up. What's your guys' thoughts on Bombardito Crocodilo?
Oh, I love it. Oh, I listened to these like Bombadillo, Crocodilo, Brazilian
Or
funk.
Bombardiro Crocodilo or Tralalero Tralala?
I think Tralala Tralala, I think.
Oh.
Really? That's tough. But how is Tralalero Tralala getting up in the air when Bombardiro Crocodilo is like so high up and just bombing them?
All right, can I play something for you guys?
Oh yeah, yeah, sure. Go ahead, go ahead.
All right, let's see. Just playing it off my computer. Oh wait, just there's an ad, so wait. But I've been since summer's coming, trying to get into that summer vibe. Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear it?
No, okay, kind of.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
Tralalero Tralala?
Tralala.
Oh,
It's that hard. So yeah, I mean they've got Trilo Trala, they got Bombadillo Crocodilo, they got Tum 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 Tum. They got them all. They got all the Brazilian funks, and I don't know how into but like every time I listen to one of them, I think I'm like in an edit, like a TikTok edit. I like envision myself like, you know, scoring a big touchdown or something like that, kind of like vibe.
Yeah,
It's good energy.
yeah, for sure. So, Ian, I'd love to hear about your journey as a runner. Maybe just like kind of take our viewers through what got you into running, how you got from starting out to becoming a Division I runner. Maybe what some high school running was like. You take it however you want. Just I think the people want to hear about the running world a little bit.
Okay. Well, to start, I was always an active kid. Like I wasn't one of those kids who was running from the day I was born. I was playing everything, all kinds of sports. And when I was in 6th grade, I moved school. So I went from where I was before to where Ian and Chris went. So I was like new kid, new school. The only person I knew was my sister's boyfriend's sister, Evan Mangelli. Shout out Evan Mangelli and George Andrus, who ended up being a runner himself. Those are the only two people I know. So then I joined just to like make friends, and I was really bad at running. But okay, this is actually I don't think I've ever told anyone this. So the reason why I started trying harder in running is I had a crush on a girl who is in our friend group.
Ooh.
In our friend,
First girl I ever had a crush on my whole life.
Lorelai?
Nope.
Sabrina,
It has to be Sabrina. Holy
Nope.
crap.
Taya.
What?
Taya.
Oh,
She's in my
No.
homeroom. First girl I
No.
ever had a crush on.
No.
And she was faster than
No.
me, and that because her and Asher were like a thing in elementary school, and
Yeah.
so he was faster than me. So I was like, I got to get faster, like show my worth. But that didn't last that long because
Yeah.
she was just like one of the first girls that was like nice to because she's one of those people.
Taya's
But I
a
moved
player.
on from
Taya's
that
a
very
player.
quickly. Yeah, I
She's,
moved on
she's,
to
yeah.
some other middle school girlfriends, but that's not the point of the story. So then, 7th and 8th grade was when I started to really take it a little bit, not take it serious, but I like realized that it could be something that I was kind of good at. So I like would run, like I'd go for like one run a month in the summer, and I would like run at practice. Like before I would not run at practice, I would just like mess around. I don't really remember though, but I remember running. And then I at the high school, and the high school program was very good. And I like showed up and I was like, wow, this is awesome. Like I had some bunch of guys that were like role models for me and like guys I wanted to be like. Um, and so I was like, oh, I want to run. Like this is the thing I want to do. Actually, the reason why I ran full time because I stopped playing soccer, I stopped playing baseball, but I was still playing basketball at the time. So I was like, oh, I'll just do cross country in the fall, basketball in the winter, and then spring track in the spring. But then I broke my foot playing basketball with my friend George in the summer. Broke it because this is actually why. Because he was one of those kids. Those kids that was like they never wanted to play you one-on-one because they knew that like if they lost one-on-one, that means like you were better than them, and like that was like if you lose to someone one-on-one, it's like that's it.
yeah, that's why Chris doesn't play me one-on-one. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
All right. I don't like the smack. I want to see when you come. I'll come to you. I'll drive you right now, and I'll whoop your behind.
BTA. I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
We should have a televised. We should have a game on your podcast. Idea. I'll
IT.
record you guys play one-on-one so the world knows one, or we could do like best 2 out of 3. World knows watch you play with the truest of the true. And I broke he pump faked, and I thought I'd really like played a lot of basketball that summer, so I thought I'd really like leveled up, and I was like I really wanted to show him like, oh, I'm here now, like I'm good. And he pump faked, and I jumped so high, and I just came down, like broke my ankle, and I like dragged it home. I like was walking around like dragging it, so I broke my foot. So then I couldn't run, I couldn't do anything, and that was really when I was like, oh wow, like I really missed this. Like I didn't realize, like it was always just something I did. I liked it, but it was always something I did, and then I realized that I missed it, and then I was like, I can't play basketball because I'm gonna miss Like I gotta run because I'm gonna miss like that season. I mean, I think in my head that was the reason, but also I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna get cut if I play. Like, that God would have decided running was my path anyway.
Right.
And then, you know, my freshman sophomore year, a lot of just figuring out like, did I like this or not? And then my junior year is really like, do I want to run in college or not? And I did. I did want to run in college, but I was running pretty bad in cross country and taking physics with our friend Sabrina. And we talk about it, and I'd be like, I don't know if I'm good enough. Like it's my junior year, and then I ended up having a good season after that. And then I was like, then it like clicked. It was like, this is something I want to do in college. So I like had a good junior year, had a pretty solid senior year, committed to St. Joe's in December. It was honestly, I mean, I wouldn't say it was my dream school running. I had pretty set expectations for myself. I only like took 5 official visits. But like St. Joe's was like the best school out of all those 5. So I really wanted to go there. So I'm very, I'm happy of where I'm at. And then I've gone to college and it's been a big adjustment. It's like, it's been hard. It's been a battle. But I love the hustle. I love the grind. One thing that I love about college is that I can just like, the thing that I love about college running and the thing that I hate about college running, the thing that I love is like, it does like center the people. Like you do know you have this common ground. Like all these people are working towards this same thing. Like in high school, like there's kids you both know from the things that you did. Like there was kids there who just were like that was their get out of gym card.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
that's what they want to do is get out of gym. But so then on the other side of that, the thing that I don't like is that like there's just a lot of talk about running. Like because that's you spend so much time together. That's like and you're talking about PRs and this and that. So that's why I do really like to come home with you guys because then it's a mental break from the chitter chatter about like who's running this and who's running that. So just getting back to hanging out. But that's pretty much been my journey of running so far. My grandfather, rest in peace. He was the 3rd ranked master triathlete in the country at one point.
Damn.
So that's what I think where he was like the driver of the running. I think he told my mom that I should sign up. He was always on me about it. He was like, "Oh, did you run today?" He would always it was funny because he would always tell me like he'd ask me if I ran today. And he had a lot of like joint problems, knee problems from all the exercise he did. And he'd be like, "Did you run today?" I'd say yes, and he'd be like, "Yeah, take a day off." Oh, you gotta take a day off. And then when I would take a day off, he'd be like, "Not running today? Like, what are we doing here?" So I could never win that battle. He'd be like, "Oh, you gotta work hard. You can't only do what's easy." But that's really been my running. And then yeah, I'm just gearing up for the fall. Got a long summer ahead of me. A lot of fun. Yeah. So I'll be taking a summer class this summer in person, Tuesday, Thursdays, taking chemistry.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Chemistry.
Whoa. What
So
type of chemistry? Just intro.
intro 101. 101.
Damn.
Hey, that's exciting.
Viewers, I
So
don't know if you know this, but Ian's dad is a chemistry teacher.
yes, he is.
Yeah, we got a couple aspiring chemists in this call right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 of them.
Yeah, maybe a third after this class.
We'll see. We'll see where
What
world
we can
takes
hope.
me.
Yeah, never too
So I
late.
got lots of good resources. So you both gonna be you're gonna be called upon to have
Yeah.
resources. I'm gonna hit you up, ask you for help in my classes. Yeah. So that was running. That's my story.
Awesome. Thank you, Ian. That's great.
You're welcome.
We got like 3 more minutes on this call, so I think I'm gonna like prematurely call it, maybe start a new one, just so we don't like start a new topic and then run into the end.
Yeah.
So Yeah, we're gonna end this one. We'll be back for part 2. But if everything goes according to plan, there will be no part 2 this time. It'll just be an awkward transition.
Yes,
Part 1.
yes,
So,
it'd just be a little cut.
yeah.
It's
So
gonna be so awkward.
this time you don't have to
It's
jump
gonna. It's gonna.
video. You just gotta wait. You wait 5 seconds for the.
Wait,
Well, you know,
we should do like a transition. Like we should do like we start like this, and then like 3, 2, 1, end the call. Then we like, and then we start the next one mid clap.
All right. You guys
Okay,
ready?
All right, ready?
Only one person will show up on camera. So Ian, you do it.
Okay.
You just got to be talking so the camera stays on you.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, just keep talking.
3.
Yeah, just shut up.
3, 2, 1.
This meeting is being recorded.
I hope you guys love. I hope you guys love that transition. Hopefully this is all one part because I think this podcast that does, such amazing work for so many people. I'm so honored to be on it. Like my manager has been reaching out for so many. It's like 7 weeks straight of just like calls and emails. Like, when is he getting on? When is he getting on? When is he getting on? And I'm really thankful that is. So like, just a reminder, like, send that like, smash that like, leave a comment, subscribe, send it to your friend, send it to your mama, your daddy, your bald headed granny. Like, make sure that these guys get the love that they need because they're two great guys.
Thank you, Ian.
You're welcome. Right.
Chris, you were hitting that raise hand button. Do you have something you want to share?
Yeah. Actually, I ran out of raise hand buttons. Every time I click it, it says error. So I think I used too many. Anyways, I want to say, thank you, Ian, for coming on. I also want to say, if you're watching to this point, we're only doing one video this time, hopefully, if Ian can work his magic. So please make sure you comment 2 times at least, because we're losing all that ad revenue from the second video.
Yes. We need to comment.
Yeah,
please comment at this timestamp. Wait, we should do like a secret message. Like, watch till the end for the secret message. So then when people comment the word, then they know, like, we know that they're real fans. So we can they could get in on giveaways maybe one day.
Yeah, and
yeah.
In order to make up for that lost ad revenue, these are some great Trader Joe's candy-coated milk chocolate dipped peanuts. Please make your way over to Trader Joe's and buy these. Trader Joe's did not approve this ad, by the way, but we're hoping that after they see this video, they'll sign us to a deal. So please get over there. We need you to at least contribute to 105% bump in these purchases for them to really seriously consider us. So just get some of these.
So get a lot of nuts, people.
Yeah.
Yes, people.
Yeah, use promo code Ian and Chris's awesome podcast _ Ian Romea feature to get 20% off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that leads perfectly into our next topic. Ian, you talked about how, you transitioned to a new school. And, honestly, I know it had to be difficult, but, I think overall you did a pretty good job of integrating yourself, comparatively. I know you look at someone like Nathan Field, who really just struggled to make friends when he switched over to a new school. So yeah, can you just go into your thought process of how you weren't a bot and you actually made friends and how it might have been difficult, but how it kind of worked out?
Yeah. I like to think of myself a pretty social guy, pretty talkative, pretty friendly. So this is life hack for anyone who's trying to go to college for the first time and makes new friends. Talk to people, ask them about their interests, and when you have similar interests, talk about them with each other. So that's that. So that was really one of my current roommate. I live in a 4-suite apartment with a kitchen and a living room. So my current roommate, it's always easier sometimes with your freshman roommate if they're not a bot, like Ian Talty's freshman roommate.
Joe Elvis was not a bot. He was far from a bot.
Ian was the bot, and that Joe Elvis still makes Ian leave his room for all the girls he wants to bring over. You
We're
know,
not
fight,
even
don't miss.
roommates anymore. And he didn't bring
he
any
would.
girls over when we were roommates.
You are submissive to him, Ian.
Bro, that's such a weird thing to say.
And Jarvis, your new roommate,
My new roommate's
he's
Elijah.
he bosses you around. He bosses you around.
And
Yes, he
Plays
does. I've
Lego
heard
with his
all about
girlfriend.
it.
your
Yeah.
roommate bosses you around. You're filming this video from the trunk of your car because he won't let you in the room.
Well, there was no light in there
Are you
anyway.
serious?
There was no lights, so my options were limited. Anyways, what we're talking about?
I do every podcast
Oh, yeah.
from my bedroom. Why aren't you in there?
Because there's no light right now, Ian.
But you're never in there. You haven't been in there in weeks and months. I'm just wondering who here has the negative roommate relationship.
Yeah, maybe I'm just respectful.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's the first word I'd use to describe you.
Honestly, that's what people say about me. They do. That's what everyone says.
Yeah,
I hope you know that.
one person who said that about you.
James.
James who? What's his last name?
Okay,
Does it
let's
matter?
Yes.
This is private stuff. I don't want to put someone's name in the podcast so they didn't sign the contract. So
Yeah,
I can't.
government name is like that's a big deal.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Chris,
Okay.
you have another question to ask, or you want me to go next?
Well, no, Ian was doing he was adding some great information.
Oh,
and
I'll
we kinda
finish.
cut him
I'll
off.
wrap it. I'll put a nice bow tie on, a little gift wrap bow. So my roommate, he's more of the quiet type. And we walked back from class together one time for practice, and I was like, so what sports team do you like? And he said he liked the Giants, and I started busting his chops because birds are. The Eagles are way better than the Giants.
Yeah.
And then we talked about football, Madden, and all sports. And then boom, it's fireworks from there. So life hack: talk to people about things that they like and you like. Okay, sorry.
I love that.
Next
I
question.
love that.
Chris, you got any follow up, or you want me to go next?
You go. Because I'm submissive, I guess.
Why do you have to make everything so weird? I don't understand.
Submissive.
The word submissive should not be used on this podcast at all. There's no context in which it needs to be used. All right. We're gonna move on from that. Yeah. So my question. So I've asked two people now a question kind of similar to this, Nate and Maura. I've kind of asked questions about relationships because I think they're very relationship oriented people. I think you are too. I kind of identify that.
Who's a not relationship person?
Hey,
Honestly, probably me a little bit.
yeah, you're not in a negative way, but
yeah, like a
I
little
think you are,
quieter.
but you're just very busy,
Yeah.
right?
What am I? What am I?
I think you are. You're in
You are, but
between.
you're different than Nate. You know what I mean? Like Chris, I could see you more as a lone wolf. Like I think Nate, for the most part, usually exists within a larger organization.
Well, because Nate's a beta and he needs validation from other people. That's literally what it comes down to. I don't need validation from others.
Yeah.
Okay,
And that's what the other way. Ian doesn't need validation from others because that's why he's on his own. He's on his own train.
Well, Ian
Okay,
doesn't get
continue. Sorry.
validation.
Okay, I don't understand why. Can I ask my question?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna go I'm not gonna go strictly what are your views on relationships in your life in general. I'm going for the big kahuna. I know kind of a vulnerable question a little bit here. I'm happy to give my thoughts too because it's kind of vulnerable for me. But what are your thoughts on love? Right? Are we all gonna find it? Is it out there for us?
All right. I'm gonna say
coming from a single for life man, right? I'm curious, right? Be my love guru here on this podcast.
All right. Here's what I'll say. There's been times in my life where I said love not real. Love not real. Real no. But I stand here today with all the knowledge I've lived that everyone is gonna find. There's okay, a good saying someone once told me, 2 wise words. Number 1, you get 3 good women in your life. You get 3 true loves. Every man gets 3 true loves. So you're on 0 right now. You got 3 to go. It could be the first one, it could be the third one. So everyone's got 3 good women in their life coming for them. So it's like, you're gonna be fine. You got 3 good women. And then the other good advice is, it's like okay, it's what is your future wife doing right now?
Getting ready for you.
Getting ready for you. Getting ready to meet you. So you go and do the same. Because you can't stay in the same pace. Like, you can't be Ian Talty of today, or Ian Romea, or Chris Carr of today, and then also be you today, tomorrow. You got to move forward. Get ready for that person, or even if you're with that person, keep bettering yourself for them, and they'll better themselves for you. So I believe that we all are destined for love. I mean, I'm a lover, so I I like to believe that there's someone for everyone, and especially like good people. There's especially like, Ian, you're gonna be fine because you're a good guy.
Thank you.
There's some bad guy. If you're a bad guy watching this podcast, leave a comment of what makes you a bad guy, and then we'll tell you how to fix it.
Yeah, okay.
So we'll fix your problems. But I believe love is real, and I think that we're all gonna be okay. And I hope that this is for everybody. Not to toot my own horn, but I am great at weddings. I am lots of fun at weddings. I was fun at weddings when I was 8. I'm gonna be fun at weddings when I'm 20, when I'm 30, when I'm 50. So if you guys are getting married and anyone needs a +1, let me know. I'll be there. You can hit up my manager. And yeah, but when you guys get married, I just let you know in advance. I'm electric.
I'm still waiting for my first wedding. I think I could bring some good energy.
I think you would be
Yeah.
good at a wedding. I think all
You
3 of
both
us
would
would
be
be
good.
good at weddings.
Yeah.
Hopefully, one of our friends gets married soon, so we can show off how good we are at weddings.
Mora, looking at you.
Bora, if you're watching this,
More and ASAP.
put a ring on it. That'd be rocks.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you. That's great advice, Ian. Some might say, I mean, just off the top of my head, if you spend your time chasing butterflies, they'll fly away. If you spend your time making a beautiful garden, the butterflies will come to you.
Yep.
And if they don't come, you still have your garden. I mean, that's just off the top of my head.
Preach.
Preach.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's lettuce, bro.
That's right.
It's lettuce.
Lettuce.
Yeah, it's lettuce.
Chris, what about you? I'm curious. Any thoughts on love?
I think I agree with everything you guys just said. I feel like at some points, yeah, you can get down on yourself and, but I really agree with the thing that Ian says, there's so many, like, I don't know, there's so many good people, the world, people think the world's like a crappy place. But overall, people are good. Humanity is good. There's so many good people around you. You kind of just have to, put yourself out there. I feel like, some things don't work out, and that's usually for the better. And, some things do work out, and it's awesome and it's great and, it's, it makes your life happier in a lot of ways. But yeah, I feel like I agree with what Ian said, like you don't get one shot, you'll get multiple shots. And I agree with also what you said, like, if you're going out to like, a bar or like, I don't know, like if you're actively like searching for a woman, you know, it usually doesn't end up well. I feel like the best people you meet just happen to fall into your life kind of coincidentally. And it's just like, organically. And I feel like that forms a better relationship than, someone you're like chasing down, it's more genuine in a lot of ways. But yeah.
People love the chase. But is the chase really?
Yeah, I think
people love the chase itself. It's not about the end.
chase is fun, but you got you also
you got to build your garden.
yeah,
That's right.
I agree. it's really easy to like, yeah, it's really easy to love the chase, but you gotta also know what you want at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Also, advice for Ian and myself and Chris. Like, if like take a chance. Like, if there's a cute girl that sits next to you in your chemistry class, Ian, and you like kind of talk to her, ask her to go get coffee with you sometime. And I'm saying the same thing for me. I gotta do the same thing. But like, you only like, what if they've been thinking the whole semester, like, when's this cute guy with the
Yeah.
curly fro? When's he gonna ask me out? Like, he's such a nice guy, but it never happened. Fate needs a little push sometimes from
Yeah, I
and
agree.
yeah,
Yeah, I
like
agree with
follow
you.
I
like
feel like
I
no,
would
I
say
feel like
Chris probably shouldn't do that though.
no, I'm good. I'm good. But I feel no, but I agree with what you're saying though. I feel like
yes,
it's really easy to like I don't know, for me, like I usually not always I was never always like this, especially not only recently and to the point where I'm more like, why not? Something doesn't work out, doesn't work out. I'd rather like do something. And this extends more than just relationships, but I feel like you do something and if it work like I don't know, you don't want to be like, oh, I never did this, like I'm gonna regret it
yeah.
later. You do it and then if it doesn't work out, then whatever. But if you never do it, you never have that answer. So it's kind of I'd rather live my life knowing like I tried at least. Yeah.
Yeah, the pain of failures much less than the pain of regret, right?
Yeah. And also like in general, like people like I don't know, don't overthink things. If people are not, girls can be complicated sometimes. But for the most part, if you're like a normal guy, I feel like most of the time they'll give you a shot. Hopefully. So yeah,
Cross.
go for it.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, am I good to transition, everybody?
Yeah, let's go for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
All right, well, I think we're talking about love stories. We're talking about great love. We're talking a little bit about the chase. I don't know. That kind of pulls my eyes. I happen to be on Ian Romea's Letterboxd account. Happens to pull me to one of the more recent movies he's watched, which is, I think, one of the greatest love stories ever put to film, which is The Princess Bride.
Yep.
Maybe we could just start talking about maybe what movies you've been watching, Ian. I'm curious, like what's been going on there in your life.
Yeah, so just a brief summary of my moving watching history is that like when I was probably from ages whenever I stopped liking Thomas the Train movies till about when I was a freshman in college, I didn't like to watch movies. I didn't like to watch them. I I I didn't like to watch movies. I didn't have the attention span. I thought I didn't. And every time like my family would sit down for dinner, sit down. What do you want to do after dinner? Watch a movie, play a game. I'd be like, I'm out of here. I want to play a game, but I want to watch a movie. But then I watched a movie called Memento by Christopher Nolan, and that like changed my whole perspective on watching movies. And I downloaded this app, Letterboxd. If you've never heard of it, it's like you just rank them. So I now watch movies and I'm like trying to make up for lost time for all the movies I haven't seen, like all the classics. So right now I strictly watch usually classics or rom-coms. Cuz I'm a big rom-com fan. I do love I'm a sucker for a good rom-com. Like and not that or
Favorite
a
rom-com?
romance. Favorite rom-com 10 Things I Hate About You.
Mm. You know that actually loosely based on Shakespeare's Taming of the Shrew.
Yeah. It's I watched that with my mom. Um and but so I've been watching a lot of movies that are like very, when people ask you, "Oh, you like movies?" They're like, "Oh, have you seen The Dark Knight? Have you seen Fight Club? Have you seen, this, that, and a third?"
Right.
And so that's like been kind of what I've doing. But I am a sucker for a little romance. So like I watched um, Princess Bride, which is a banger, 5 stars. I watched 10 Things I Hate About You, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, The Holiday,
She's all that,
um,
I see.
She's All That. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I watched
Classic.
that I watched that on Valentine's Day after
Classic.
the Eagles
Aw.
played.
Maybe not the best message, but it's a classic.
Which one? She's All That.
Yeah.
It's such a weird movie, honestly. But I like it. Gee, that actress, she's very pretty. Sorry, not the
I
point
mean,
of
it's like,
this.
come on, come on. Girl has glasses and a ponytail. Come on, that's not attractive. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, but once she takes her glasses off and takes down that
Completely
ponytail, it's like,
different.
whoa. But yeah, but Ian, you are a fellow Letterboxd user.
I am indeed.
So to you, what makes a movie 5 stars? Are you ranking like or any star? Are you ranking it based on how much you like it or how good it is?
Um, that's a great question. There's a little bit of both that takes that over for me. Like there are certain movies that just because of how much they mean to me personally, like they'll get a 5 star on my Letterboxd.
Yeah.
But then there's also some movies where it's like I've watched them once or twice, and that's probably enough. But they're good enough where they get a 5. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I think an example of that, if I'm just looking at my Letterboxd right now, um, let's see, maybe I think like I think maybe it's not a 5, but like Inception, I gave a 4.5. Like I don't feel the need necessarily to watch Inception again. Like I
Yeah.
didn't love it as like, oh wow, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. But
It was
it was a
objectively
great movie,
very good.
objectively a very
Yeah.
good movie. Yeah. What about
Yeah.
you? What goes into your rating scale?
I'm usually about the same. I think it's that they both play. It's like probably a mixture of the two. It's not an exact science, but just like the idea, oh, like I loved watching this. I mean, like mine is all over the place because like I'm a big Peanuts Charlie Brown fan. I
Right.
watch every holiday. I have the comics. Like so, it's like those are like I give those like 4.5, 4 stars. All like most of them, but like there's other movies that might be like object better that I've ranked lower, but I let a lot of times I just go based on how much I like it or how like what it means to me. But same kind of thing. Um, but yeah, I've been hankering for. I've been watching movies. Just I've been trying to be on my phone less. It's not working because I just spend so much time. It's terrible. But try to like if I have 2 hours where I'm doing nothing, even though I probably should be like studying, but 2 hours to do nothing. Should I play 2 hours of Clash Royale or TikTok on my phone, or should I like watch a movie? So I've been trying to like watch something instead because I feel like that's better for my brain. But
Right.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Sure.
So that's kind of my thought process with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, are you driving currently? I think he is.
Huh.
He disappeared.
All right. Well,
Hello?
what's
Hello,
up?
Sorry, I
Chris.
disconnected. Sorry, I disconnected.
Are you driving currently?
Yeah.
Drive
No,
safe.
I'm not driving. I'm not that dumb. I
Podcast
mean,
and
I
then
could, I
drive.
guess. Honestly, I mean, high key next in 2 weeks, I'm gonna have to do that because I'll be driving to Florida. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, let's
But
get that.
we could always pod. We could
Wait,
always.
that'd be a sick Wait, that'd be kind of fire podcast. I have all of my friends in the car. We can just like join you and we can like talk.
That
Okay.
sounds pretty fun.
Sounds
Yeah,
great.
it'd be a big. I don't know. Yeah, high key would go really bad though. We'll see. Maybe
That might be your first million viewed podcast.
could be. Might as well try.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Why not?
But yeah. Do you have any other topics?
I don't know, Chris. You got anything?
Um, I don't know. Not top of my head. I mean, I don't have Letterboxd, but I know a lot of people that have it, and maybe I should download that. It sounds like cool. But I don't really watch that many movies during the school year in general, so maybe this summer I'll start watching more movies. I did see the Minecraft movie. It
What'd you think?
was very good. So funny, hilarious.
How was your theater
Um,
experience?
it was actually very tame. I went to a very nice theater. I mean, there were really younger kids there, but no, actually, there was no issues. I was hoping for them like some things to go wild, but it really didn't. It wasn't that hype, honestly.
Yeah,
So I
mine
don't
was a
know.
little. Mine wasn't wild. The kids were just very obnoxious.
Yeah.
So it was a little annoying because it was like they had commentary. Like the movie theater was just like never quiet.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. It was good. I had a good time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I've been trying to work on a bucket list for like my life. And I
Right?
have 3 things right now. Learn how
Okay.
to surf, play an instrument, or like learn an instrument and go to all 30 MLB stadiums. I've only been to one right now.
It's awesome.
So
Actually, I love all those bucket list things. I'd like to do all those too.
we can do them together.
Yeah. Why
We can
not?
go surfing this summer.
Surfing and also the baseball sounds cool too.
Yeah, like
And we can start a band. We were supposed to start a band.
we
It
were
never
supposed to
really.
start a band. No one, you know,
Yeah,
I
it's
was
kind of
no
tough.
one wanted to. It's hard in
Well,
in school. Maybe
yeah,
this
it's
Yeah, I
true.
summer we'll
mean,
pick it up, and then before the last day, we'll all
Have a concert.
have a concert.
Nice.
I can do one song on this, baby.
Which one?
Piano Man.
Yeah. I knew that. Doo, 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 doo.
You can't
Dude,
hear
you can't hear it.
it. It's not registering.
You can't hear it?
Yeah, you're
No.
flowing into it with
Oh,
nothing
it actually
happening.
sounded pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, but
Nah.
hear any of it?
It like doesn't register that as like noise. It only registers the voices, I guess.
Wow, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, but I can do one song on
Yeah.
it, but I can't really play anything else. I don't know how to play any other instruments, so. But I have been like, yeah, I mean, I've had some opportunities this semester to like jam out a little bit.
That's good.
Yeah,
Nice.
we'll take care of it one day. We'll get there.
Yeah, we have time. Life is long.
That's right.
Yeah.
God willing. But yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Anybody got any final thoughts? Anything else?
Well, I would just like to say I'm so thankful for being on here. Okay, wait, I have the fun fact. The fun fact that you guys should all comment if you've watched is Fetty Wap is from New Jersey, born in New
Right.
Jersey.
That's right.
Wow.
So if you want to comment, Fetty Wap is from New Jersey, then we will know that you're a true fan. And I'm just like, this was fun. I've been hoping to be asked to be on the podcast because I love to watch it, and you two guys are some of my closest friends, so I'm just excited. I'm happy to do this. It's
Aw,
fun.
We were
I
thrilled to
agree.
have you. I'm sure we'll have you back at some point.
I
Yeah.
love that.
A lot more to talk about.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's been an honor. Thank you for joining us. It's been a
yeah.
privilege.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. I feel like, like what we said with all our friends, like I feel like there's always more to talk about, and there's always only so short amount of time. But yeah,
Yeah,
we'll definitely have you back on at some point, Ian. I feel like there's 1,000 things to talk with you.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, I mean, it's awesome to hear about running. I don't know that much about it, but like, good insight into that. And like also like, I don't know, just overall good insights this podcast. It was a very wholesome podcast.
yeah.
It was indeed.
Yeah.
We're some wholesome guys. I like to hope.
Okay.
Like to
Yeah, I
think.
guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. This has been a privilege. Please join us next week. Don't know what's going to happen yet, but it's going to be something good.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Yeah, it's always gonna be good.
All love.